Hello there, hi, it's the comedian Marlon Davis. I just wanted to say welcome to my YouTube channel. Why did I become a stand-up comedian? Gosh, what it was always, between me and you, it was a secret ambition. Always something that I really wanted to do that was at the back of my mind. And it just became louder and louder and louder until one day I just had to go on stage and do it. I used to collect comedy albums when I was a child. When we used to go to school, on the bus to school, other kids used to be listening to R&B, hip hop, like on their Walkmans or CD Walkmans back in them days, you know. I used to be listening to comedy albums like Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Chris Rock, even as well. And I was into those guys, but then also we had a big boom comedy in the 90s as well. Like there was Sean Hughes, used to watch his show, everything that was on Channel 4. Lorel McCoy, of course, as well. Lenny Henry, massive influence. Richard Blackwood as well. These guys, and everything I did was to do with comedy in a way. And I went and did an art degree. And once I finished my degree, I was like, you know what, here you go, parents, mum and dad, that's for you. And I'm going to do what I want to do now, which was stand-up comedy. And what happened was I live in London, which is brilliant, of course, as well, because there's an open mic circuit. So I went down there to the open mic circuit and studied it. And I was to go on timeout. That's how I did it. I went on to timeout. Went down to the open mic circuit. And I saw guys, established guys from TV, trying out jokes at that time, which I didn't know they were trying out jokes because I've always thought comedians are supposed to be funny. That's basically it. So I saw guys down there from the TV and they were struggling. And it was also with other people as well that I've never ever seen before in my life, and they were rubbish. And I thought, right, I can do this. And I went down there the next week. I tried my luck on the stage and I died on my ass. I might have got one laugh, but that was the only laugh that I needed to let me know that I could do this. And when I came off stage, I was buzzing. I never felt so alive in my life. So I just climbed back on that saddle. And I even looked back ever since. That's basically what it is. What's my favourite gig? There's been so many that probably I can't even think of one. But basically a good gig to me is if I do something and everyone's always laughing and I get to do something new in the set myself and it works, that will be a favourite gig to me. I come off and I'm charged, I'm feeling, yeah, this is it. That's my favourite gig. The worst gig I ever did, that one was real early, and it was around my way, around my area, and my mum didn't know I was doing stand-up because she didn't think I was funny because I never used to speak as a child, right? And she found out I was doing stand-up comedy from the radio station, pirate radio station that was showcasing new comedians that were going to be in our area. And she heard the name Marlon Davis and she thought, it can't be her son, it's got to be another guy, right? But it was, I confess, I said, yeah, that's me, I'm doing this. And being how my mum is, she invited the whole area, so everyone came down to the show. It was like 100 seats in there, the whole place was packed. And I came on stage first, and I said my first joke, I got nothing. I said my second joke was probably worse. And what I done at that point was I came off stage, went down to a lady that was sat down, and I said, "Hi miss, what's your name?" And she said, "Don't worry about that. You just go back on stage and try and make me laugh." And I thought to myself, what bitch, right? But I had to climb back on stage. And once I got on the stage, I said something else, and the guy erupted in a corner over there. He goes, I'm so bored that my glasses are steaming up. I said, how can you be so bored that your glasses are steaming up? He's like, exactly. And I didn't know what to do. I just froze. My mum stood up at that point and she goes, that's it. Everybody, sorry for coming down here, watching my son attempting to do comedy. But don't worry, he'll never ever do it again. And she said, come off stage. And I had to come off the stage. And there's nothing you can do at that point because you can't say nothing. I know your mum's heckled you. What can you do? You can't say nothing. You get grounded. What could you do? And I had to come off the stage, and I was walking to the car, and a guy stopped me before I even left the building. He was heckling me. I get heckled off stage as well. It happened there, but it happened off the stage, and the guy was telling me like, you need to practice. That's what you need to do. Stay at home and practice. And that was definitely the worst gig, because I couldn't even sleep that night. That guy was even in my dreams, shouting at me, telling me that I need to practice. I had to wake up and do some writing and stuff, bro. I never looked back from that point. I've never had a gig, fortunately, to this day, a gig as bad as that. So from that point in time, when the guy said this to me, I knew what I needed to do. I needed to practice. I needed to put the work in. I needed to graft. So with me and my notebook, we went around the whole country in my Peugeot 106 at the time. Traveled north to south, east to west, the whole country, just trying out jokes for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, gone up to 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you're getting paid to do these sets now. You're getting weekends. Won a national competition in 2010, which is the FHM Stand-Up Hero. TV work followed after that, radio work as well, sketch, straight stand-up. It was brilliant, and what happened was I started to earn more money doing this comedy than my actual office job. So I took a leap of faith, and I haven't looked back ever since. My girlfriend Rebecca differ though, because she'll probably just say that I'm a lazy bastard and I don't do anything in the day. But what am I doing now? What's next for me is what it always comes down to is your stand-up comedy. There's other projects as well that's going on, some sketch shows that's going on there as well. There's some sitcoms. We're also writing. But it comes down to, first and foremost, always is stand-up. I'm going to be going up to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival again, doing my third hour. My third hour on the bounce, baby. This year I'm going to be doing it at Assembly, which I've never been to before. I've always been at the Pleasance. And I thought, you know what, I'll go to the Assembly this year. It'll be a change of scenery. I say a change of scenery, it don't really even make any sense, because a change of scenery will probably be going to another festival altogether, like in South Africa or Australia or something. This one's just across the road. But what I liked about it last year was the vibe down there. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a show there. So I'm going to do my new show. It's going to be called Once Upon a Grime, a mixture of stories and observational comedy. It's a funny show. It's the funniest show I've ever written. I'm going to be doing previews in a town near you, so you can come and see that. And if you want to see me again, or if you've never seen me before, you want to know where I am and how to get to me, go on my website. Find out where I'm performing in a sound or a city near you, which is on www.marlondavis.co.uk, and that's Marlon Davis. Yeah, this is Davis with an IS, not with an E, because I hate when people do that. So it's www.marlondavis.co.uk, and you can come and see me there. Come and see me there. Find out what dates was going on, where I am, and yeah. That's what it is. That's what you want to do. Come and see me. If you want to come on my Twitter as well, come on my Twitter, which is Marlon_Davis. I would have liked Marlon Davis, but some fucker took the name, so I've got to do the underscore in it. And so that's what it is. Some people just get there first, So follow me on that, Marlon_Davis. I'm also on Facebook as well, but so is everyone else. Even my dad's on it now. Shout out to my dad. Respect, pops. Yes, come see me on Netflix. That's what it is. Come see me. We do. Yeah, nice.